Flix. Mafia.
Bow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, aka Chetty Bobby Olambody, and you are tuning in to the Triple Flix Mafia YouTube channel. I pre-record a bunch of these videos ahead of time. We are doing the 31 Days of Horror by yours truly, Chetty Bobby 1130. My solo channel has taken a different turn, but we're still going to talk movies, and we're going to talk about them right here on the Triple Flix Mafia YouTube channel. And we're on day 3. Episode 3, number 3, whatever you want to call it, of 31 Days of Horror. We're going to talk about another one from 2020. Another one that's a Shudder exclusive. And it is Random Acts of Violence. See it flash up on the screen there. This is a 2020 horror film that is directed by Jay Baruchel, who... This was all left field for me. I'm not super into the movies as far as keeping up with releases like I used to be, but this threw me all the way left because I was like, Jay Baruchel directing a horror movie? So I was like, okay, we'll try it out. And basically it's about a comic book writer played by Jesse Williams, who was in I had it written down. One of the main guys, Jesse Williams, he played in Cabin in the Woods. That's what I remember him from. He's a comic book, like a graphic horror, comic book writer. And him and his girlfriend, who is Jordana Brewster, who's in all the Fast and Furious movies. She was also in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, I think. And of course, Jay Baruchel's there. I think he's like the investor and a friend. And then there was another girl that went with them. They're going to like these. I think the plot is they're supposed to go to like a convention. But on the way there, he's finishing up his newest comic book, and he doesn't have an ending for it. So he's doing like press and stuff like that. Well, you keep seeing these murders happen, and as the movie goes on, you're finding out that, and I'm not going to give big spoilers. This is in the write up about the movies in the trailer. The killer that's doing all these killings is using Jesse Williams' character, the comic book writer. He's using his comics to inspire his killings. And that's basically the plot of it. Let me tell you something right now. I don't know why this movie only has a 5.1 out of 10 on IMDb. I loved this movie. I thought it was very well done. It was effective. People are saying it wasn't effective. I'm like, what are y'all watching? Like, I thought this was an incredible movie, man. The character, I got behind the characters. You don't really get behind the main character because he's kind of like a douche, kind of. But his girl, I got behind her. Of course, I was behind Jay Baruchel. He doesn't play a huge role in it, but he's one of the main guys in it. I thought it was done well. The score was great. You know, you're seeing a lot of synthy scores now that it got so popular, I guess, with... It came back and got popular with like Stranger Things and stuff. You're seeing that a lot in these newer horror movies. But I thought it was done very well. It was very brutal too, which I'm a big fan of. But to me, you can get to a point where you're overdoing it, and I don't feel like he did that, which I feel like Rob Zombie did in a couple of his last movies. But I thought that the kills in this were great. The story I liked. I got behind the characters. I thought the score was great. The acting I thought was done well. Overall, man, I really enjoyed this movie. I'd give it a 4.25 out of 5, like 4.25 out of 5. I thought it was great, man. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes long, so it's right there in that nice little pocket of where it's for a horror movie. I don't really get why it doesn't have a higher rating, to be honest with you. I don't know what people are seeing that they didn't like. You know, the effects were good with the kills. They were there's one kill in specifically. There's one, I'm going to say one spoiler. There's one stabbing killing that is insane. And it's the way it was shot, and it was so terrifying to me. But that's the only thing I'll say about that. But overall, man, I definitely recommend you checking this out. It's on Shudder. It's an hour and 20 minutes. It's up there on my 2020 list, of course, with COVID. happening. My list is only about 25, 30 right now, but we're going to really bulk that up going into these final months. That's usually how I do it. I come around that last stretch and start beefing up the list. But I really enjoyed it, man. I definitely recommend you checking it out. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it. But again, 4.25 out of 5, I think. I thought it was done really well, and I'm glad that I added it to the list, and I'm glad that I watched it. That was Random Acts of Violence. This is day 3 of 31 Days of Horror. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. We're going to keep these pumping out for you. Be sure to subscribe to the Triple Flix Mafia. Hit that bell for notifications. All of our other channels will be down in the description box. Be sure to subscribe to them. And let's get this comment stuff going, man. Hit up the comment section, and let's get some convo. You know what I mean? But again, really nice, Clark. I loved it, man. Random Acts of Violence. Peace.